out for the last couple hours. We're going to do some musky fishing. It's kind of cold out today, so probably have to downsize. We're going to go to some action spots to start off with, so we'll get into some fish hopefully. So this is the first spot I tried fishing when I went up north. I was fishing with a spinnerbait and a spinner, and I got this first muskie to hit the orange and black spinnerbait I had on. And I was just using 30-pound braid and a leader on a Northwoods spinnerbait. And the next muskie I caught on a bucktail that I had made, which was like silver and squirrel tail color, from a gray squirrel to be specific. So these were my first two muskies that I caught this year. And the muskie at the end I wasn't videotaping because I just wasn't having a ton of action. I was getting some occasional follows, but it wasn't like I was getting constant action on this lake, so I wasn't recording. But when I wasn't recording, I had this awesome figure 8 strike where the muskie went around 3 times on the figure 8, and then it hit, and then I fought it for like 30 seconds, and then it got off. Like, it was really good action, and it would have made a great video, but I just wasn't happening to record at the time that I had that fish hit. And then the bigger fish, which was like 42, hit when I was catching the bucktail up on a point, which is a blue fox musky buck, and it just crushed the bait.
Northwoods Musky.
So here's some footage of a couple muskies I caught up north in the release of the biggest muskie I caught. And I have a couple other short videos I'm going to make from this up north trip to share with you guys. And these aren't big. These first two muskies aren't big ones. It's like 32 probably, and like 26 or 28, but it's still fun to catch. So here's some clips from my up north trip. And I ended up catching 10 muskies total, and they were all in small spinners. And I didn't really have that much for action on big baits, other than I did raise one really nice fish on a hog wobbler towards the end of the trip. But most of the action I had was on small spinners. So, and I'm not surprised because there's kind of a cold front that came through, and the water temps was like between 60 at the coldest spot I fished, and it was 68 at the warmest spot I fished. And the lake where I usually camp at was completely dead. Other than that one muskie I lost in the homemade lures exchange challenge, was probably about 40 inches, which you could watch that video. I didn't have much for action on that lake, other than a few panfish. And then on a day lake, which I'm gonna make a separate video of, I caught like one muskie and had a bunch of action. And on the Chippewa River at a different spot, I had 0 action. The water temp was like 60, and on the lake where my friend's cabin was, which is where the bigger muskie was caught, I had water temps of like 64 and 65 degrees, and I think I had like 11 follows there. I missed one, I lost one, and I caught the one. So I was getting quite a bit of action. I just didn't get a lot of hits, and I only landed the one. But that's how musky fishing goes, and you just got to keep casting until you get hit. And I'll try to get some more musky action soon, and I am going to be going back up north again in 2 weekends, so maybe we'll get into some muskies that weekend. So we'll have some more musky and pike fishing action coming your way, and I'll probably go out a couple times before then on local waters and see if anything's happening. Has
like this has the most messed up rain fly you've ever seen in a tent. You can see it. It's a Klopp special. It's the such cobble job together tent you've ever seen. It has a tarp, another tarp, and then a rain fly. Here's my rig and here's my campsite set up, and the wood's so wet it won't burn. It sucks. And you gotta have some whiskey. Oh, we're jigging. We're jigging. We're snagged on this musky bait, actually. Let's reel this up. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we got a perch on the Lubaka bait. See, on his crayfish. Have his crayfish and a little jig head, and we caught this little perch. We were to let this perch go.